me just give you a demo on account provisioning in ServiceNow queues with different approval modes in Sailpoint. I have created a ServiceNow application in which I have configured my given instance URL and proper credentials for admin with admin privileges. Here, I have also defined a provisioning policies for different roles and work groups in ServiceNow. Before aggregating the data, let's check that what is our business process for joiner event. I want to set serial parallel and any approval mode for current joiners. Let's aggregate the data from our HRMS data. Let's see the aggregation result. Five identities are created. After aggregating, now I will run identity refresh task to trigger my lifecycle event. You can see here that 5 joiner events are processed here. So now we will choose a approval mode for all of them. According to our workflow, they are currently in this step, and here a owner, which is my admin, will choose the approval mode for respective identities. Now I will log in as my admin and I will choose approval mode for all the 5 identities. It can be a serial, parallel or any. You can see 5 approvals. So one by one I will give approval. In serial approval, approval will send to all the work approving identities and manager one by one. But in parallel approval, it will populate all the approvals to all the approving identities at a time. There is another thing that the first one rejects the approval in serial provisioning, then it will cancel the other approval items. So no other approval is sent to other approving identity in serial provisioning. But in parallel provisioning, as at a one time all the approval will be populated, so it will get cancelled if anyone rejects the approval. Now you can see the result. In any provisioning, any mode will be chosen out of serial and parallel. So it has chosen parallel pool. In serial provisioning, the first approval is in serial provisioning, the approval is sent first to HR work group. If it approved it, then it will go to admin work group. Otherwise, this approval will get cancelled. Now I will log in as HR work group and I will approve the request. In this you can see that we got one manager approval also, as ECHY1159 is a manager of EC1160, so it got a manager approval as well. So now I will, according to my wish, I will approve or reject. You can track request also, that This is in HR work group. Now I will show you that in my admin work group I have two members. So both of them get approval at the same time. Let me log in as a member of admin work group. See, three approvals are waiting here, and if I log in as another member, ECHY1140, three approvals are waiting here. So let me just go and reject some request. I rejected ECHY1167. So I will log in as different member of admin work group again, and I will show you that now what happened there. The approval is not there for ECHY1167. Now I will approve this. Let's go to our admin account and let's check the status of the task. So joiner 1165 is still waiting because manager approval is left. Other two approvals are done, but manager approval is still left. Why ECHY1160 is completed? Because it it might have chosen any approval and one of them approved it, so it got finished. Or oh, sorry, it's a manager approval, so all of the approvals are done, that's why it got finished. See, it was a serial approval, so admin workgroup rejected it, so it got cancelled. Same in case of parallel provisioning, I rejected it, I approved it, so it got cancelled. It may be a any, this may be a any provisioning. Now let's log in as manager ECHY1163 and approve this one also, so that we can go in ServiceNow instance and check what are the status of these identities. Manager approval. We can track results also. So it was a parallel provisioning step, approved, finished. So let's approve it. Currently we are logged in as administrator by going In access request, you can see the result. So you can see here that ECHY1169 and 1167 got denied due to approvals, and 3 of these identities get provisioned there. Now let's change the workflow type. Now we will switch to serial poll and parallel poll, and we will follow the same procedure for aggregating and refresh task. This time, 2 identities from sales department joined the organization. You can see here 2 joiner events get triggered. In the serial poll and parallel poll, the difference is rejection doesn't matter from one identity. The after script will decide what is the final decision for provisioning. We will choose serial poll for 5.5 and parallel poll for 5.4. As in serial provisioning also, approval are sent one by one to approving identities. Let me just reject this approval. Same goes with parallel provisioning. Approvals are populated at one time to all of the approving identities. Currently, I'm logged in as a member of HR work group, and this is a parallel provisioning step, parallel poll. So I will approve this one, and I will reject this one. It's a serial poll. So if you remember, in case of serial, it got rejected and approvals get cancelled. But in case of serial poll, the process is still going on. The final decision will be made after collecting all the approval decisions from all the identities. See, finished means approved, and it rejected, but still admin work group get a chance to approve it. I will track the result that, oh, it got rejected from HR work group. So admin work group decided to again reject this. As it is approved by checking its details or work item details, track result. We can give comments also if we want. So let me just give you, for example, I will approve this because I want this identity in a sale queue. That's why. Let's just see the final results of provisioning. So it says these are waiting for manager approval. These two are waiting. the process is still going on for serial also, even if he got 2 times rejected. See, now I will log in as a manager and again rejected. I am logged in as a manager and I am approving it both. Let me just tell you, the decision will be depend on after script which we have mentioned in LCM provisioning. You can set any majority rule or based on designation that if a admin work group is accepting it, then HR decision will be overruled. So whatever is the logic you can mention in the after script and your approving process will work accordingly. Let's just see the result. So both are success, but one of them get provisioned and another will got rejected because it get rejection from both HR and admin workgroup. C denied and provisioning process is going on. Let's come and see the our ServiceNow instance. C54 sales department. Let me just introduce my queues and related roles to it. There are 3 queues I have created, which is finance, sales and HR based on department. So I have created finance, HR and sales. In this, anyone can raise a ticket who is assigned to this queue. Some users who are assigned as senior manager have access to edit this queues. They are catalog manager as well and catalog editor. Let me show you my department. These are the departments: sales, finance, HR, admin, and department heads are mentioned here, and these are the department members. These are the groups which are configured in ServiceNow, and during provisioning identities get provisioned to it, like HR department. Based on HR department, it will provision to HR group, and similarly to finance admin. And ENH group is a universal group, it's a parent group. Anyone, it is a default group, and anyone who got provision to any of these group get a inherited role of ENH group, which is workflow creator and knowledge. Let me show you the entitlement here. Like, this is a identity ECH1 Hugo, which got provision to finance department in ServiceNow account. You can show this is active. You can see here that he got provision to finance group and a queue with this role, and these are the 2 inherited roles which are inherited through. Let me just log in as one of the member of these group, and I will show you how they are assigned to different queues and how they can raise incident to it. See, it is part of HR work group queue. Sorry. and there is already one ticket in there, and he can create one because he get a access to this queue. He can assign it to them and so on. See, he only get the service of HR queue. Similarly, Hugo Wing, which is this identity, got assignment of finance service. Okay, see how he can only choose the ticket incident and work on it. He cannot edit or create new services. I have given privileges to dep- mm, admin group that they can manage the catalog also. They can create it. So let me just log in as Galen and see the difference. See, he can, she can edit the service catalog, my service categories and all. She can see our catalogs, all the definitions, finance services. She can edit it also. After by just showing this, I will wind up this demo. Thank you for listening me.